sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Eternal sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't today a very nice, bright? If you agree with me, let us all put our hands together to praise God for this wonderful day. Before we start, it is proper that we give thanks to God and ask for His permission that this program will be one that will be memorable and forever stay in the recollection of our memories, one of the most memorable occasions for the Ghana College of Pharmacists. I will now call upon Dr. and Mrs. Amanganza to lead us in the opening prayer.
Thank you. Can we please be upstanding whilst we say a short prayer? Our Lord and Master, we thank you so much for today. We give you all the glory and praise. We commit this program, the 10th anniversary launch of the Ghana College of Pharmacists, before your throne of grace. We thank you for what you've done with the college so far, what you're doing and what you're here to do. We pray that this launch shall be a memorable one to your glory and praise. We commit everything we're going to do here before your throne of grace, and we say, have your way in everything that we do. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
And as usual, please be seated, except for those who are operatives. It is important that we get to know each other as a family so that we can interact in a nice sort of way. And I'd like her to start with our high table guest. We do have the representative of the Minister for Health, in the person of Honorable Alhaji Mahama Asay Saini, the MP for Daboya Makarigu constituency in the Savannah region. Honorable Minister, I think for the time you can enjoy that beautiful title, can't you? You're welcome. Then we also have with us the President of the Ghana College of Pharmacists, in the person of Pharmacist Joseph Nuagbe, who previous to this assignment used to be the registrar of the Pharmacy Council. Uncle Joe, please get up. And of course, Mr. Ben Boche, Pharmacist Ben Boche, you were the previous rector. You did such a fine job, and we'll give you a chance to tell your story today. Thank you. And now it is my pleasure to introduce one of the most formidable members of the Pharmaceutical Society, a very reliable leader you can depend upon, and who is the current rector of the Ghana College of Pharmacists, Mr. Shiva Irinchweseku. And there are various categories of people here, and until I have the opportunity of, as I must naturally do, single out some of them, please permit me to do some what I call block introductions. Are there any fellows here of the college? Please be upstanding for recognition. If there are any fellows. Thank you. Are there any members? Thank you. Are there any members of the press here? Thank you. Thank you. There are other individuals that I'll have the opportunity to present pretty soon. But I think, Madam Rector, having introduced both sides of the party, we are family, and I think we can now begin the activities for today. Let me also say that we have, at my extreme left, the Accra Mass Choir. There are a bunch of very nice musicians. Please, you all be standing so we can clap for you. When the college launched its journal not too long ago, they performed. And I think we were all so impressed by their performance, they are here to repeat the same show. You're welcome. But please keep your voice production low. This is not a sports stadium. We just want to listen to music ourselves. We are not playing for the people in the vicinity. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of our being here together this morning is to launch the 10th anniversary of the Ghana College of Pharmacists. And the program has been drawn in such a way that at the end of it all, you would have heard a beautiful story. And there are some very fine storytellers who will tell their portions of the story such that by the time we finish, we will all go home energized and charged to support the Ghana College of Pharmacists, one of the best you can find anywhere in the world. And for goodness sake, as we reflect on our past, celebrate our present, and strategize for the future, God himself will help us mount higher heights. If you're all in agreement, let's clap together so that God will be happy. Thank you. It is now my humble duty to invite the president of the college, Pharmacist Joseph Nuabe, to give his presidential welcome. Uncle Joe.
The Honorable Minister of Health, ably represented by his Deputy Alhaji Mahama Asay Seni, MP for Daboya Mankarigu, I'm sure I've gotten it correct. Directors of the Ministry of Health present, I recognize the Director of Technical Coordination, Dr. Mrs. Jansa Lutrot. I also recognize the CEO of National Health Insurance Authority, Dr. Lydia Jani Selby, Rector of the Ghana College of Pharmacists, Registrar of the Pharmacy Council and his deputy, President of the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, Pharmacist Samuel Eko Donko, faculty chairs of the Ghana College of Pharmacists. I recognize my own chair, Pharmacist Samuel Tenkurang, that's the chairman of the Social and Administrative Pharmacy, and Professor Oheme, who doubles also as the Dean of the University, Central University, who is also the faculty chair for drug production. Rectors of sister colleges present, editor of the Ghana College of Pharmacists, I always call him Senior Pharmacist Oscar Bruce, fellows and members, residents, our friends from the media, and our choristers. On behalf of the Ghana College of Pharmacists, and on my own behalf, I wish to extend my warm welcome to all of you present here this morning. Launch the commencement of our 10th year anniversary. In the coming weeks and months, we will showcase how faithful we have kept to the vision, mission, and the ideals with programs of activities which will be outlined by the rector very soon. Honorable Deputy Minister representing the Minister, fellows and members of the college and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today marks the beginning of that one giant step, an historical and significant day it was. Some 9 years ago, exactly on Thursday, 20th December 2012, the Ghana College of Pharmacists was established with a vision of ensuring a world-class college of specialized pharmacy practice for quality healthcare delivery. The inauguration was performed by Honorable Rojo Metel Nunu, the Deputy Minister of Health, then, with the following members constituting the first governing council. But before then, let's go back to Parliament, what happened that day. The actual law birthing the college, the Specialist Health Training and Plant Medicine Research Act 2011, Act 833, was passed by the Parliament of Ghana on the motion of one of our own pharmacists, former Minister of Health, Honorable Yele Chre, and seconded by Honorable Mohammed Muntaka on the 11th day of November 2011. A little over a year earlier, before the council was inaugurated. As in many human enterprises, some people have been critical and skeptical on this journey. However, I must say that such criticisms rather spurred us on and shaped our path till today. I'm grateful for such constructive criticisms. Today, I want to pay special tribute to the first governing council chaired by Mr. Kwabena Ekuran Oinimenu, a distinguished pharmacist and an entrepreneur. Professor Emeritus Kwame Sapong, a renowned academician, pharmacist, and a statesman, as the first president of the college and elected among foundation fellows. Professor Theophilus Fletcher, then Dean of Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Services. Now he's the Dean of School of Pharmacy of University of Health and Allied Sciences. We also have Professor Anna Late, a food scientist, Ms. Frederica Sala Iliasu, representative from the Attorney General's Office, Dr. Mrs. Martha Jansa-Lutros, then the Director of Pharmaceutical Services, my humble self as the Registrar of Pharmacy Council then, and Mr. James Ohini Che of blessed memory, representing the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana as its president or elected member. And last but not the least, Dr. Yao Edu Jemfi, an industrialist and a pharmacist. These personalities constituted the first governing council of the Ghana College of Pharmacists. They blazed the trail in an uncharted waters to lay the sound foundation for the takeoff of the college, which is arguably the first of its kind globally to be set up by any government. Recently, Sierra Leone, drawing inspiration from us, has also followed Ghana's example. At this moment, the joy of birth and memories of the years of growth and struggles fills us with pride and a true sense of modest accomplishment. The Ghana College of Pharmacists has achieved significant growth since its inception in 2012. Over the years of its existence, it has been able to raise the level of interest among pharmacists in their quest to meet their unmet needs for advanced pharmacy training. This has led to significant increase in demand for participation in programs and training sessions offered by the college. While the college has responded and taken steps to meet this growing demand, there are clear needs for reforms to enable it to become more efficient and effective in meeting its core mandate. In terms of policies and mandates, we are blessed with well-crafted enabling law upon which the college is established. However, provisions for the college's operations has not developed in tandem. This makes it difficult to embark on any permanent skills development program as required in the administration of specialized institutions such as the Ghana College of Pharmacists. It is gratifying to note that efforts have been made, especially in the last few years, to improve the institutional capacity of the college. These efforts have been informed by what other colleges within the health environment are doing, the cost, the content, the nature of trainings provided in the pharmaceutical sector. In spite of all these challenges, I'm delighted to state that programs of the Ghana College of Pharmacists continue to be informed by existing advanced pharmacy practice gaps and the growing demand for expertise by institutions across the country. The potential marketability of new and existing programs of the college and their relevance. The road to this happy moment has not been without its knockbacks. In fact, as we celebrate, we are mindful of surmountable clouds of difficulties enveloping the college, the nation and world at large, as we struggle to develop and adjust a manageable course and lecture schedules in spite of the harsh setback brought by the worst global pandemic seen in decades, COVID-19. There is an African proverb which says, "Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors." We are therefore strengthened on the belief that the college has been fortified by rough waters in the past and will overcome all instabilities it faces today and into the future. However long the night, dawn will definitely break. As president of this great college, I'm proud to salute leadership, the academic board, faculty, staff, members, fellows, and all associates on this occasion for how far we have reached in our journey, hence the need to launch our 10th anniversary. I believe the invaluable and selfless sacrifices you made through your individual finances, expertise, time, will not remain unnoticed and shall be duly and appropriately recognized in the appointed time. This college celebrates the few hundreds of proud members and fellows who have contributed to the practice of pharmacy in Ghana and the globe. Our members and fellows have made us proud within their various workplaces in their own areas of specialty, districts, and regions. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our sponsors and stakeholders, including the government of Ghana, especially the Ministry of Health, for its support. Honorable Minister of Health, we are highly appreciative of your continuing support, both in policy, finance, and oversight. The college is also grateful for the block of rooms assigned to us to enhance our teaching and learning activities. To the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, we cherish our partnership and collaboration and the numerous supportive initiatives you continue to champion on our behalf. I say Aiko. To all persons and institutions who have stood firmly with us in creating this fountain of imparting knowledge and learning, I salute you. Today, the college looks into the future towards building on the strong foundation that has been laid during the past 10 years. As we look ahead, we shall build on our solid foundation that has been laid. All our focus will revolve around institutional capacity development, robust and relevant education and training programs, active and evidence-based research and publications, innovative financial sustainability initiatives, quality assurance principles permeating all our management processes, promoting partnership and collaboration, as well as placing the college at the front burners in terms of our publicity and marketing strategies. Distinguished invited guests, permit me to recognize the roles played by the following. To my illustrious predecessors, the past president of the college, Emeritus Professor Kwame Sapon and Professor Eric Wood. I want to assure them that I'm keeping the vision, and I promise to keep the hopes and flames alive. To the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, West African Postgraduate College of Pharmacists, and Ghana College of Nursing and Midwifery, we cherish your collaborative support, guidance, mentorship, and goodwill. To the management and staff who have loyally served the college over the years, Pharmacist Dr. Philip Enum, the first rector, Pharmacist Bembotwe, second rector, and Pharmacist Mrs. Yvonne Yurinchua Eseku, our third and current rectors. Together with the staff, I say it hasn't been easy, but whenever there is a will, there is a way. Your sacrifices and hopes are what have kept the college going. Please keep them up. For nothing will have been possible without your devotion to the task at hand. As the saying goes, no organization has a divine right to exist. You have worked at it, we have worked at it, and so does everybody. Let me conclude by appreciating you all for coming to grace our launching ceremony. And once again, you are all most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. However long the night, dawn would surely come. That's what you said. And how true that is. 10 years have come and gone, and you have laid a solid foundation which hopefully should be a fertile ground for the college to move on. But before we talk about moving on, please permit me to introduce some very distinguished personalities that I did say to all of us. And I would like to start from my right, from Lydia. Lydia Zana-Selby is a very hard-working, a very effective CEO in charge of the National Insurance Health Authority. She did such a wonderful job guaranteeing the health of all the people in Ghana. Put your hands together for that. So I got one show. Thank you, Lydia. Next, Sam Donko, President of the Pharmaceutical Society, my president. Good to see you. Dr. Isiado, the program manager for the Ghana AIDS Control. You're going to tell me something. Go ahead. National AIDS Control Program. Fantastic guy. Some of his close friends call him Rabbi. He happens to be a good friend of mine, and we're working together on the HIV and AIDS front. Martha, oh, sit down first. You are so special. Let me talk about you, and then you can get up. Martha is the coordinator for technical affairs at the Ministry of Health, one of the long-standing executives there, and she is also a fellow and one of the most dynamic pharmacists this country has produced. Now you can get up. I have to do that for you, don't you think so? Yes, sir. If you tell me your name, I'll tell you something.
I'm Alhassan Usman Baki, PA to the Deputy Minister of Health.
Please say it again.
Alhassan Usman Baki is my name. I'm the PA to the Deputy Minister of Health.
You are the personal assistant to the Deputy Minister of Health. Alhassan, Assalamu alaikum. Madam, if because of your master I can't identify you, forgive me. But if you call your name and introduce yourself for me, I'll be extremely grateful.
That's fine. My name is Hannah Equioparibia Aqua, Rector, Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives. Thank you.
She's a powerful lady, you know. I was delivered by a midwife. Of course, that was 79 years ago. So I have absolute regard for all our nurses and midwives. Madam, you're welcome. And we are glad that you have come to strengthen our solidarity space by fraternizing with us. You're most welcome. There's a gentleman there at the back. Oh, I'm looking at you. Don't look elsewhere. Yourself. Samuel Tenkrai, one of the most active members of the college.
Samuel Cancer.
And who's Samuel Cancer?
Pharmacist.
One of the most experienced pharmacists in the marketing sector, and who, apart from his onerous duties, spends a lot of time in the service of the profession. And his wife, Dr. Mrs. Amankansa, asked permission from God so that we can start today's session. Ama Akwaba. Hello. Hello. If you call your name and say something about yourself, I'll be extremely happy.
I'm Farm Nicholas Ajimeni, Chief Pharmacist, Ho Chi Minh Hospital.
Chief Pharmacist, you're a good chief. God bless all your laudable and lawful endeavors. Thank you. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Bismarck, Dr. Bismarck Atta Ejapon.
Oh, Bismarck Atta Ejapon.
Yes, please.
I've been corresponding with you. Now I'm corresponding with your face and your person.
That of Pharmaceutical Services, Ghana Health Service.
Yes, yes. I've been corresponding with you, but I never knew the face. Glad to see you. Well, the chief pharmacist. I thought I saw the registrar of the Pharmacy Council. Alhaji Abdul Rauf. Assalamu alaikum. This is my boss. All of us here, this is our boss. Registrar of the Pharmacy Council.
The servant.
He says
The servant.
he's the number one servant who's the most powerful. So glad to see you and officially welcome you. Dan. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this gentleman here. You can identify him because I'm standing by him. He's one of the finest pharmacists you can find in this country. Not too long ago, he participated in the launch of the e-pharmacy program that was launched by His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And he gave a presentation, one that I don't think anyone can do again. First class presentation. And the e-pharmacy has come to stay, and hopefully by March, we'll roll it out. And I call upon everybody and all our colleagues and stakeholders to give maximum support to the project when it is finally rolled out, so we can bring some of the best pharmaceutical services to the doorstep of our people. Dan, congratulations. Hey, the man himself. Please stand up and say something about yourself.
I'm Christian Ejare, fellow and provost of College of Health Sciences, KNUST.
Did you hear that? Provost of college? Say it again.
College of Health Sciences, KNUST.
KNUST?
Yes.
And you have something else. Say it, the other one.
A fellow of the college.
Fantastic for 10 points.
Yes.
Prof, it's always nice to see you with your natural humility, which disarms even the most heinous adversary. God bless your lawful endeavors. Am I missing somebody very important here? Of course, you're all important. Hello? Uncle Harry, please, stand up for just 1 minute. It won't hurt you. It won't hurt your knees. Because you belong to my age group. Uncle Harry, yes, sir. It's the president of the Chamber of Pharmacy Ghana, a fellow, and certainly one of the longest and still serving pharmacists in this country. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Would you like to say something, sir?
I'm glad to be here.
You are glad to be here?
Yes.
And who is this man who is glad to be here?
My name is Opoku Wariampoma. I'm the CEO of Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
Hey! And you were hiding yourself here? Oh, get up. Hey, these days the CEOs are handsome and beautiful, eh? Yes. And they are stylish. They got swag. Yes, sir. You must say something before I leave this line.
My name is Daniel Ankra. I'm a fellow of the college and the director of pharmacy at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. So that's my CEO.
That's your CEO. You have a very strong stalwart to work with. You can trust him. You can depend upon him. You can believe him. But give him space to do what he has to do. That's all. Oscar, usually unassuming. Sometimes it's even hard to distinguish him in the crowd because he doesn't want to show up. Oscar, one of the finest pharmacists, a fellow. He served on the executive of the FIP, Fédération Internationale Pharmaceutique, and he's done so much for the profession that I'm glad to see him. Oscar, God bless you. Not too long ago, the college launched its journal, and Oscar is still serving as the chairman of the editorial committee. Well, I happen to be somewhere there on the peer review panel, and I'm glad to be there. Yes. Mr. President, I think we are now family enough to continue with the show. But who this man has been talking and disturbing your ears? I hope not disturbing. I'm your friend, and it's my job to keep you company so that we can all wrap up everything that is going on and get the story and support the college. My name is Pharmacist Abraham JC. I'm a fellow of the college, and I belong to the 4th batch of pharmacy graduates from KNUST. My registration number is 415. I'm ancient and modern, if you like. Thank you. The president said, no matter how long the night, dawn will come. And yes, we are waiting for dawn. And dawn is right here with us. But let's now listen to pharmacist Benjamin Boche, the next storyteller, to tell us what has happened over the past 10 years, as briefly and as powerfully as he always and usually does.
Minister, may you permit me to also... Oh, yeah. Thank you. The Honorable Minister of Health, ably represented here by Honorable Alhaji Mahama Seni, MP, President of the College of Pharmacists, Director of the College of Pharmacists, President of the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, CEO NHIA, Director Technical Coordination at the Ministry of Health, my good friend Dr. Isiadu, I haven't seen you for a very long time now, I acknowledge you. Registrar and Deputy from Pharmacy Council, fellows and members, rectors of sister colleges. Hannah. Hannah, you don't call me because I'm a pensioner now. We started together. All protocols duly observed, Honorable Minister. I am challenged to talk about history and how far this college has come. And I want to begin by saying that some colleges have existed already in the sub-region and also in the country for a very long time. We can talk of the West African College of Surgeons, the West African College of Physicians, the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, and they have proven to bring improvement in practice in this country and elsewhere. When the West African Health Community was established under the auspices of ECOWAS, the idea also came that other colleges must be formed in the West African region. And for that matter, pharmacists in Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and the Gambia came together to form the West African Postgraduate College of Pharmacists. After this college had run for about 10 to 15 years, the impact of their work on pharmaceutical practice and services in Ghana and elsewhere became very evident, and therefore there was advocacy for setting up a local college of pharmacists as well. So when government decided to review the act establishing the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons in 2010, the opportunity presented itself for this advocacy to be re-established and reactivated for the establishment of a Ghana College of Pharmacists. As our president stated, Parliament agreed that the College of Physicians and Surgeons, the Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives, and the Ghana College of Pharmacists should be established under one law, and this law was passed in this was the Specialist Health Training and Plant Medicines Research Act 2011 was passed as Act 833. The first college, as was the first council of this college, was inaugurated by the then Deputy Minister for Health, Honorable Robert Joseph Metal-Nunu, in 2012, December 2012. And I will not bore you with the membership because the President has already spoken about that. However, it to be recalled that when the term of that council expired in December 2015, the then Minister requested it to stay on to steer the affairs of the college for another year. That ended in December 2016. And in December 2016, the last governing council meeting was held to bring the term of office of the council to a close. In fact, members of the academic board were invited to join the council meeting after its final meeting to fraternize and share views on the way forward for the college, as they did not know what was to follow. A new council was, however, put together and inaugurated in the early part of 2017 by Honorable Kwekwa Jimamenu, the then and current minister responsible for health. And the membership of this council was Odeneho Kwafu Akoto, the king of the Akwemu traditional area, as chairperson, pharmacist Professor Eric Wood as president of the college, myself, Bemboche, from 2017 to 2019 as the rector, continued by pharmacist Yvonne Seku from 2019 to 2021. Then Dr. Mrs. Marcia Jansalutra, representing the Minister for Health, Dr. Audu Rauf, the Registrar of the Pharmacy Council, Mr. Thomas Boating Apieje, representing pharmacy practitioners and the Pharmaceutical Society of Ghana, Pharmacist Professor Isaac Esiedu Jeche, representing the Deans of Pharmacy Institutions, Ms. Korte Papafio, representing the Attorney General, Mr. TTL Benasco, a presidential nominee, and Dr. Kimose J, also a presidential nominee. Human Resource for College Administration. At its inception, the Ministry of Health agreed that since there was no budget and no financial clearance, a staff already within the Ministry of Health system should be identified to act as rector, together with other seconded staff for the secretariat. For that matter, Dr. Philip Anum was therefore identified and seconded to the college as his first rector. Other Ministry of Health staff were seconded to the college. They reported but later left for lack of office accommodation and structure. Until September 2015, the college had no permanent staff apart from the acting rector. Mr. Ben Boche was seconded to the college by the Ministry of Health in September 2015 when he was sojourning there, and was subsequently assigned as the rector and later as the acting rector and later confirmed as rector by the council. An administrator, Ms. Josephine, accountant Martina, secretary and stores officer were also seconded to the college from the Ministry of Health headquarters. A request was made to the head of civil service through the Ministry of Health for the development of a scheme of service for the college, and this was done. The report and the scheme of service were submitted to the Public Service Commission, who submitted to the Ministry of Finance through the Ministry of Health for financial clearance to recruit. Honorable Minister, my information is that this financial clearance has since not been approved, although interviews have been conducted to fill vacant positions at the college. The rectors since the inception of the college have been pharmacist Dr. Philip Anum, 2012 to 2015, pharmacist Ben Boche, 2015 to 2019, and pharmacist Mrs. Yvonne Iseku Esquire, 2019 to date. The first ever valedictory lecture was organized on the 15th of January 2020 in honor of pharmacist Ben Boche, who was retiring from the public services, in fact compulsory retirement, and was also rector at the college at the time. He spoke on the theme, Pharmaceutical System Strengthening, My Perspectives. Induction of Foundation Fellows. The induction of Foundation Fellows ceremony took place on the 17th of March 2015 at the World Trade Center in Accra. The theme for the induction ceremony was the pharmacists in contemporary healthcare, the impact of specialization. This was delivered by Professor Muhammad Duwejua, the then Executive Director of National Council for Tertiary Education. The guest of honor was the then Minister for Dr. Kweku Agyeman Mensah. So we have Kweku Agyeman Mensah, followed by, so note the difference. The chairman of the Council of the Ghana College of Pharmacists, Ohinemenu, chaired the occasion and was supported by members of the First Council. 70 pharmacists were inducted as Foundation Fellows of the college. The second batch of 51 fellows by election took place on 14th of July 2016 at the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, office accommodation. Honorable Minister, President of College, the college had no offices and was initially housed within the Pharmacy Council, courtesy the then Registrar, Mr. Joe Nyagbe. From December, had been fully paid, while half of that for 20. A request was made by Council to the Honorable Minister for Financial Support to enable the college pay the rent for the remaining half year, totaling 24,000 cedis only. This was never received. The ministry requested the Pharmacy Council to pay on his behalf, but it was declined by the Council of the board of the Pharmacy Council because itself was not in a good financial standing at the time. Council therefore authorized the remaining rent to be paid for from the Fellows Fund held by the college to be reimbursed when payment is received from the Ministry of Health. So that fund that was held by the college was used to pay the rent. Before the exit of the first governing board, an application for a government facility to be used as offices for the college was made to the then Minister for Water Resources, Works and Housing. Persistent follow-ups by the then Chairman of Council, Mr. K. Ohinemenu, the then Chief Pharmacist, now Director Technical Coordination, Mrs. Master Johnson Lutrot, and my good self, Ben Boche, the then Rector, resulted in this allocation being fulfilled. In fact, I dare say that on the first day of coming here, there was a squatter. And I had to use some inferior tactics. Got some carpenters with their pinch bars and so on to come here. And one of them was very stout. So his colleagues were calling him Banku. So when he stepped on this compound, the boys started shouting Banku, Banku. The man thought that they were coming to beat him. So the next day, he called me and told me that he would vacate. We shouldn't come there again. So we moved all our things here and packed them in the then garage, now offices. And that was the beginning of this facility that we find here. This morning when I came here, I told the director that if I came here alone, I would have returned, because the place has completely transformed and changed. But the state of repair of the facility at the time was nothing to write home about. So we had to marshal resources to repartition them to be refurbished and used as offices of the college in the